Alright boys, second video for the shop. We are finally getting everything moved in. We got Bertha and the black truck up there in. Wife's got her little Dakota here, but that is going to be taken out once we're done moving these in. So I'm going up to grab a pry bar now because that truck does not start or move. We still need a fuel pump. So what I'm going to end up doing is putting that one in the corner, and then these two right here. This one runs. So I'm gonna park that in there, and then the green truck, somehow I gotta figure that one out. So I wanna organize everything, kind of figure out how I wanna do bays. The shop is a small, what I'm realizing, if there's a few different ways I'm gonna do it, and the shop is kind of small for like having bays, but we'll figure it out. So she's got the Dakota there. I'm just coming up here to grab a pry bar. I just killed a mass group of fucking hornets that were living in that, black truck. I'll show you guys that when we get down there. But all this stuff, I'm cleaning everything out today. It's a pretty damn decent walk. I went and grabbed a pry bar, which none of my tools are in this shop yet. Like I was saying in the last video, you guys are gonna get to see me build this thing from nothing to a decent running shop. And I'm hoping that we outgrow this thing within 3 months, because the response has been overwhelming. You guys have been messaging me. So we should have this thing full. I might have to get more spots actually. Show you guys the mass murder of the bees. All of those. He's still twitching. They were all living under here. And they're gone. All dead. I wonder if they're on the other side. Nothing over there. I didn't film it because I didn't know if it was gonna start. She backfires, but she does run. Sounds good. That MBRP is nice. All right, we're in. We got that one. We got that one, and I got Bertha over here. We're slowly moving stuff in. Unfortunately, everything leaks. That leaks tranny fluid. That leaks oil. This just broke an oil leak. I gotta fix that by the end of the day. The valve cover, I put a brand new one on it, and it decided to leak. We're starting to slowly move everything over in this area. I got the radio, and it's actually clear as day. So that's pretty sweet. I started hanging my Milwaukee tools and whatnot. I think we're gonna try to plop a toolbox right here once I get it. Everything in these yellow bins is gonna go in the toolbox, and we're gonna use this as like a workbench type deal, probably stiffen it up. Anything to do with these wrenches, all that stuff's gonna go in. We're just hanging stuff for now. So we're, slow and steady. Can only do what I can do, but I'm doing as much as I possibly can. Eventually, I was thinking about sometime today going and grabbing the bike and bringing it in here. I was gonna put the bike station over there, but I don't know how we're gonna do this. I might put bikes over here. I'm not sure yet. All right, so here's where we're at. A couple hours later, I went through a bunch of things. We got this truck all cleaned out. I got a few things, I think, on the tailgate. I threw all the trash in the back of Bertha. I don't have any trash cans yet. We're gonna start working on getting those. This is all that's on the tailgate yet. Anyone needs any brake parts for a Gixxer 600, let me know. Interior's all cleaned out, everything, nothing. All this stuff, I went through a couple wrench sets, figured out what all wrenches that I had. So I know I already had the 2 sets of the SKs. I have 2 full sets of Craftsman, and then there's another full set of, what are these, Craftsman as well in here. So going through, organizing everything. Everything's a chaotic mess right now. We got the NV 4500 parts all over here. I gotta go pick up the rest of them. I know he said he had more, so we're gonna go pick those up hopefully this week. I got the valve cover gasket fixed. You can see, so I put a new valve cover gasket on, and it didn't like it. So I'm thinking because the back tube, the head bolts were stripped, and my ratchet didn't get them down tight all the way. So I think that's what happened. You can see how much a valve cover gasket leak is pretty bad on these trucks. So I got them, cleaned it all off and reinstalled it. Hopefully we're all good there. I also got my set of freaking Mac. These things, this set right here was like 300 bucks. Insane. But now I'm going through, I need to figure out what sockets I have, and then we still have a ton more stuff up there. We got chains. I got an engine chain over here. So if we ever pull any Cummins engines or have to pick them up or whatnot, got a set of head studs in there. Got small ratchet straps. We have a towing bin, so any of the ratchet straps for the towing, transmission jack, clutch hydraulics for Peggy, the green truck up there. I was calling him Lucky Otis. Josh wants to call him Peggy because of how much these second gens fuck us. Bunch of tools there. Slow and steady. I got to figure out this outlet here, and we do now have a radio, so the radio works fairly well. Unfortunately, when you start plugging stuff in, it kind of messes with frequencies and whatnot, so I need to, like, I'll charge stuff overnight and call it good, because this is a charger, so I can charge 2 12 volts and 2 18 volts. But she's coming together. Wife's coming to bring me some Chick-fil-A. Thank you to her. This truck we're going to start working on. I told him early next week, so we got to get the fuel pump out, the injectors in. We are going to lift the back. It does look like it's a little low. I'm going to see if he's pulling trailers with this one. If he is, we're going to put the bigger blocks. If not, we're going to put the smaller blocks. We have exhaust plans for it, and just a couple of other odds and ends and all this other stuff. So we definitely need to get the bottom, these, whatever these are, the cam bolts right here. We got to get these in. So I have one, need two. I need to get, still got to do the brakes. I still haven't done that yet. And get some oil in it. And once we have the fuel pump and the injectors in and the oil, this will be a running, driving truck. And then we'll tow it to the alignment shop, get everything. We are going to be doing a track bar because for his purposes, so he can see this because he's going to see the video. You see how far that tire sticks out? And then you look at this side and look how far that tire sits sunken in. So it's about an inch or two that way. So it sucks. Some people can live with it. I can't. Get an adjustable track bar, center that thing up, make it easy for the alignment shop, and we'll go from there. All right, we did a little bit of updating. So we got the bike in here. That's where I'm going to put that. Obviously, things will change. This is all the room now. So worst case scenario, right? Like worst case, if I get super swamped as one person, I can do 3 trucks right here and 3 trucks down. So I was right. I said 6 to 8. 6 is what I can realistically do at a time. If I'm at the point where I have 6 at a time, I'm definitely going to have to hire somebody. But money's going to have to keep flowing in because I'm getting pretty low on that, buying these trucks and fucking shop and this and that and all these parts. So with that being said, if you guys have anything, feel free to use my website, cpstevemiller.com. I'm going to go ahead and try to get that updated here in the next couple days to say open now. We're going to have our business address on there and everything. So if you guys need anything, feel free. Business hours are 9 to 5. Just keep in mind, too, we are in a gated, enclosed lot. Wow, I just got here with the bike, and I just got the truck back in, and now it's raining. So perfect timing. With that being said as well, we are going to be doing Saturdays 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So that's what we're going to be doing. As stuff comes in, you'll notice like more and more things are going to fill it. I have to go and grab all the stuff from the other truck that's still chilling up there, but everything's coming together. So as money starts flowing in, I am going to keep reinvesting back in the business. Yeah, it's raining, but like all of that stuff up there for Peggy, I'm just waiting on the transmission. Once he gets that, you know what? I didn't even look to see. I really hope I fixed that leak. I don't know where that was probably from before. So hopefully it fixed the oil leak, because that's going to piss me off if it didn't. So yeah, let me know what you guys think I could do in here to make it a little bit more efficient. No, we're probably not going to put a lift in here, being that it is what it is. Maybe down the road, maybe one, but I'm probably not going to end up putting a lift in this just because of how little space it is. It's big for me, but again, it's not a ton of room. Like, 6 trucks, and the trucks that you'd put in this row, like this truck would be one that you'd work on, but the one that whatever's in the middle and on the outside definitely needs to be a quick in and out. So more organizing, realizing I have more tools than I thought I did. I'm going to start organizing the socket arranger here. I have a bunch there. I'm probably going to get a second one of these, probably going to get a little bit more of these. See if we can get the tool guys to show up here as well. I need to keep updating my Snap-on box, but all in all, everything's good. We're gonna have waste, scrap. So we're gonna be doing some scrapping too. I've got Bertha with a bunch of trash back here, and we have the whole aisle back in here. So, and we are zoned commercially, so we are allowed to be here. We are allowed to be doing this, and they know that's what we're using it for. So we have this whole thing back here, a little bit of storage. Worst case scenario, we could probably fit a car back here, but this is for the waste oil burner, and then, you know, this little spot back here. So yeah, I think that's, oh, that's to cover that, because, okay, makes sense. It ain't much, but it's a massive start, going from being able to work on one truck at a time, no more having to do mobile work throughout the winter. We still will offer mobile work, but it's gonna be few and far between, and it is gonna be expensive if you guys want mobile work. I know before we were charging $95 an hour for everything, plus a $25 an hour fuel surcharge. So if I had to drive 2 hours, you get charged $240 for the drive time, and that's both ways. So that it really adds up. I just recommend bringing your trucks. It's just as simple as that. We can also do towing. We're working on getting a 30 to 40 foot gooseneck, but we're working on that. This is all in the plans. So just coming together. This is mine, and it still hasn't hit me yet that I have a shop, but it's kind of crazy going from having to work with someone else's stuff and leasing somebody else's stuff to this is all of mine. I did this myself. So